What's going on? Hang on a second. All right, I got background noise. Sorry about that. What's going on, guys? Oh my goodness, Kelly bailed on me, so I've got a special guest in the basement. I'm gonna say hi to everybody, and then we will get her pulled up here. I am gonna do one more thing real quick, and that way I can keep up on the chat next to me. A lot of people in here early. Thank you so much for being here. If I can have someone give me a thumbs up that my audio is okay. Lots of people in here. Let me scroll back up. I'm going to do it on this one so I can see a lot of people in here. Early, Laura Kramer here, real early, another friend. Gracie Seeking Adventures already misbehaving tonight. I'm not sure what we're going to do with her. Elizabeth here early. Thank you for being here. Celeste, thank you for being here. I'm just going to zip through. There's absolutely no way I can say hi to everybody. Kaylee, thank you for being here. Angela, if you're a moderator, please drop your link. And then later on in the show, don't forget to drop that again. I pinned a link up at the top of the page. I'm getting some feedback that it's not working. My special guest will help me explain what to do there. Maybe I pinned something wrong. Let's see here. Sandra Hawkins here early. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna scroll through some. Traveling Granny, still on the road, loving it. Patty A, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a Patreon, and Kaylee as well. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom here. Steve, Linda, Felix, Les, Bernadette. I'm going to go ahead and pause right there. Everybody that's here tonight, thank you so much for being here. I do know that there's a lot of people in my community. We kind of help, kind of prayer warriors. We like to pray for each other when we've got something that's going on. And I just want to give a big, hugs, virtual hugs. Les and Bernadette are both in the chat. Bernadette lost her brother. The celebration of life is Sunday. So if you have a special drink that you like to drink, we are going to be celebrating her brother's life on Sunday. And please pray for the whole family and the kids. Let me scroll through here. You know what? I never did get I got an audio check. Okay, I guess I scrolled way fast. Made it, but forgive me if I have to bug out early. No worries at all. We completely understand. I did mention it on another show. If you click on the live stream, it's super, super important for analytics. If you could let it play for just 15 minutes. So out of the hour, if you could just kind of let it play. If you have to leave, just open up another link, walk away. We understand. It's no worries at all. Sounds good. Thanks, Celeste. Thank you. Praying for the families. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Daryl here. Yep. How are you doing? How's that Class C doing? Crafty Traveler, they just bought, I'm pretty sure they just bought a Class C. Prayers for Bernadette and all who love her brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I know there's a lot of people here that are prayer warriors. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my special guest up. And then I do have some more stuff that I want to talk about, but she's in the basement. And with no ado, my very, very good friend, Foxman D.
Hi, everybody. Let me see if I can adjust.
So I'm busted. I got your email earlier, I guess, and I didn't open it. And then when I was busy all day today. When I got home, I started sewing, and it was at dinner time. I saw that I had an email from you, and then in the chat in Dream on Wheels, you said all the, and I obviously went straight to your channel. I was like, oh my gosh, congratulations on hitting 20,000 1,000. That is amazing. That is so amazing.
It went
That
fast.
has gotta be.
The minute the documentary came out, it started moving fast, really fast. And I think it's
Wow.
gonna move again even more eventually because the people that were involved in the filming are doing some PR work for me.
Yes.
So
Oh,
I don't know.
absolutely.
Anyhow, anyhow,
I know almost without a doubt that everybody here knows you, but Box Van D lives in her box truck. For people who I do get a lot of people rewatch the live stream when it's done. Box Van D lives in a box truck in Arizona, loving it. I've been down there, met her twice. And so they came over from England, right?
yes,
London or England? And did
London.
an
Yeah,
interview, a documentary on you. I mean, that's huge.
yeah. 8 days of filming, and it's a full hour documentary. It's aired in the UK today, and it was up at 2 o'clock my time. And I
Uh-huh.
didn't get to watch it right away because I was in Parker, so I was traveling. So didn't get to watch it till later, and then I all of a sudden I got a call from Blue Wave Odyssey,
Uh-huh.
and I couldn't even answer him, and I realized I knew what he was calling about. So let me say something, Johnny, while we're talking about this.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have emailed me. If I got an email yet, I have already sent out the link to the documentary along with the password. If I don't, what I will say is sometimes you go by one name on YouTube and another name in their email. I don't know who you are sometimes. So if you want to see the documentary, you can email me at dluckton1@gmail.com and say
Okay.
what your channel name is, because all I'm going to see is the email address unless you tell me who you are. So then I will make sure I get it out to you. If you already sent it and you have not received an email from me in return to your request, send one again, please, because I
Yeah.
might have missed a few. Because I'm getting tons and tons and tons of email right now during all this movie thing.
That's amazing.
It's
That's
the
amazing.
first day.
I'm gonna interrupt you for just a second. I want to say hi to Patty. Patty Coretta is in the house, and she is the owner of the beach house. And if you could please also pray for her mom as well, and for her.
Yes,
Can you put up her
absolutely.
email? Yeah, D, will you type in your email in the chat? It's D Lugton
Well,
at.
I don't know. I don't think I can because I'm only on StreamYard. I had to
Oh,
close
that's
my
right.
YouTube
That's right. Hey
for
Judith, it's D Lugton. One of my moderators will put it up for me
yeah,
at
they know.
Gmail, right?
Right.
Yeah.
DeeLugton. You can put it on your private and then
Gracie's got
copy.
it. Gracie's got it.
Okay,
I
that's
put the
good.
link that you sent me at the top, and I guess that's not working for
No, it
others.
doesn't work. It sends everybody to AOL. I tried it myself.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
I'll
a have
remove
to be
that.
a
That way
special
it'll
link.
stop the
Yeah,
confusion.
right.
So,
So just have them email me. It's easier. Nobody else can really share the link. I don't
okay.
think. I think that's
Okay.
the
I got
problem.
that then.
So
Okay.
because
And you're
yeah,
going to do a
so
pop-up live tomorrow, correct?
at 8 o'clock Mountain Time tomorrow, whatever time it is, I'll make an announcement. I'll set up a thumbnail tonight before I go to
Okay.
bed. So I'll set up the thumbnail and then I'll be talking about the movie. We'll be talking about the Slab City thing and whatever I'm going to talk about. Who knows? Please, people, ask me questions. It makes my live streams go a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I will probably have Aaron Jemison co-hosting with me. Um,
Awesome.
so that
Awesome.
so he will be able to follow the chat because it's going to be hard. Already know. Okay, enough about me. How about you, Johnny? How are you doing?
You know what? I sometimes it's hard for me, and it's kind of like a weird thing that I do is that when I know that I've got people that are having hardships and that in their lives, it's hard for me to talk about things that are going so awesome in my life, and because I don't want, it's hard for people sometimes. So, and I don't want to be that person, but
No.
You guys, I just can't believe all the things that are going on right now. I hinted on it last week. I am going to start beta testing for Blue Eddy, and so two, just I mean, it's just amazing. So two humongous solar panel units are being sent to me, and actually, it's going to be to test out my sister's unit because she bought the AC 300 Max. But
Right.
the weirdest thing, I know you were looking into Blue Eddy, and the 300 AC does not come with the battery. You have to buy that
Yeah.
B300 separate. So she
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
those. I am going to be testing those out, and for Blue Eddy. I was also
Right.
contacted by another company that wants me to test out a 12-volt refrigerator. It's a refrigerator freezer unit, which is going
Wow.
to be, yeah. So that'll be, and I really don't need it, but my
Yeah.
sister's going to be, I'm going to let my sister use it and we're going to do the testing together. So super excited
Right.
about that. And
Perfect.
then on a non-YouTube, non-channel part thing, or not business thing, it's been on my bucket list for a long time to go to Kentucky and you work with a blacksmith to make your own
Oh.
bushcraft knife. And I
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
sure, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was ever going to happen. And so then it was really a time thing as opposed to a money thing. But when I was in Arizona, I purchased a couple of knives there at the I messaged her. I put it in the chat. I think she was at like 18,000. What were you, 18,600 before
Yeah.
the documentary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
Before
gained 2,000
before
today.
2 o'clock today. Yeah.
That's
Almost. Yeah.
amazing.
Pretty close.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
close. Yeah.
amazing. So, when I was in Arizona, we went to the Big Ten. I found a couple of knives that I really liked, and I thought, you know what, this is going to be good enough. There are a couple of good knives because a long time ago, about a year and a half or so ago, I made a knife of my own out of a file that belonged to my father,
Oh,
and I
wow.
knew that it was not strong enough because I didn't put it in a kiln. And a friend of mine, a doctor that I used to work with, he sent me a message on Facebook to like his page. He's making knives now. So I spent the day at his house. He's got a great, fantastic shop, and I made my own bushcraft knife. I got to go back
Wow.
tomorrow to put the pins in. It was the so much fun, and it was something that I wanted to do for so long. And me and Kelly were laughing because I spent the entire day crafting a bushcraft knife. And then I came home and I sewed a cushion for Lisa's van. So it's a cushion cover. So it's I like having a couple of different talents. So I'm gonna check
My
some.
lighting is so bad. My lighting is bad. I see glares on
Yeah.
my glass really bad. I can't
Yep,
do
it is
anything
super
about it.
exciting, super exciting. I also have some like a fire starter kit with a fire steel and that at home. I'm testing as well for just gonna do a shout out video for them. So really cool, really cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody that when you're out on the road or you're camping a lot, hiking a lot, a good knife is something that you really need. Actually, you kind of need it, if you've got a bug out bag or like, you really need a good all-round knife in there. So I'm super happy. I'm super happy to have one that I made myself. So I stopped by the leather store today because I'm going to make the sheath for it as soon as it's done.
Oh,
So I'll
wow.
be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should be done with it Thursday. So this weekend I'll make the sheath for it. So
I
I'm
saw the
super
one you got
happy.
when you were in Arizona. I did see that one.
The
Yeah.
knife that I got in
So,
Arizona.
yeah.
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 I
Yeah. Well,
like, I
you
don't
were
know, I
wearing
just
it.
like them.
You were wearing it.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 of them when I was down there. It has a lot of
In
knives.
the
I
in
knew
the
we would get along. I
documentary.
knew we would get along. This one
In
I
the
got
documentary.
this one I got, it's a small neck knife, and I got this
Yeah.
in Arizona. It's from Montana Americana. So those are real good for when you're hiking, just in case you get spooked or something. You've got, oh my goodness.
That's my
Don't
knife. I
spoil
talk
that.
about it in the documentary. I talk about this knife. I don't show it, but I talk about it in my documentary. This is my bush knife.
Absolutely. That's a monster. That's a monster.
Yes, it is.
Only
And it's
has
got
only has
paracord
kitchen knives.
on the handle.
So I can see myself when I get older, more older, if I do get a shop sometime, that I will do that. I will make knives, and I would love, like, if somebody ever had a desire to make one, I would love to be able to make that dream come true for them
Yeah.
too. I know it's a weird, like, bucket list item, but I like it.
I
Always,
hear
oh
ya.
yeah. Yep.
Very cool. Very
People
cool.
saying, hi to you, D. Don't mess with D. I know, right? The Crocodile Dundee over there. Crocodile Dundee.
That's what Ben
2
said
ends.
in the movie. He
Yeah,
said, "Don't
yeah.
mess with me."
That thing is a beast. So I went and
Yes.
checked on the van today. You know how hard it is having that van in storage? It
Oh
is
yeah,
tough. It is tough. So, but
I'm
I'm
sure.
almost done with Lisa's van. She's actually coming up in time for the snow again. Every time she comes, it snows. No, no. Um, Thursday, I think she's coming up. So I had a couple of knives that my dad made. That would be cool. So I have
Yeah.
one more wood file that belonged to my father, and I've got
Mm.
it kind of mapped out that I can get a knife out of it and a small neck knife out of it. And this doctor, he's got another oven coming that runs hotter. So um, we're gonna wait till he gets that oven, that kiln, so we can get it really, really hot because it's a different type of steel. So you know what I forgot to say, since camping therapy is in here, Doreen, if anybody, Doreen just put a video out last week of where she shortened her bed, and it's just crazy. I talk about that in my
Yeah.
last video, how much space you can save by making some small changes. And Doreen gained, like, oh
Mhm.
my gosh, probably quite a bit of space. So what else is going on? So we talked about the cooler, we talked about Blue Eddy. Lisa's van, I got her solar up. Her panels are just like a kind of an off-brand from Amazon. They're 210 watts, and they're the same that I put on
Johnny,
Patty's van, actually. And it is it's charging fantastic so far. So please, someone tell me how I can buy a gas
Johnny,
station. Yeah,
Johnny.
yeah.
Can I say
Thrifty
hello
Angela.
to my sister?
Oh yeah.
I want to
Thrifty
say hello
Angela
to
put a
my
message
sister.
up today. Oh, is Ann here? Love you.
Yeah, I send her. I want to tell her I send her a link to her email address for the movie. I want to tell her that in case she hasn't seen it. I'm done.
Okay.
That's all.
So let me answer this question real quick. Where do you find the aviation plug? You can't find them. They're out of stock. I have never, in 2 years, I've never seen Blue Eddy have them in stock. You have to make one. So I have a link in my description on multiple videos that has that plug. Get that plug, put a 12 gauge wire on it. That's how I made mine. If you can't find it, if they're hard to get, I actually ordered a couple. you can reach out to me and I can help you get one. I can help get you one made. But you actually have to make it. It's crazy that they're always out. I haven't had any problems finding the plugs. I did order 2, and when the package came to me, the package was empty. So they're sending me 2 more, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's Diana. Oh, hey, thanks, Diana. Thanks for being here. You remember Diana? She was in the small connect next to us. We met her in courtside, and then she came
Oh,
to.
yeah, I remember. Hello,
Yeah,
Diana.
awesome. How's your
Yeah.
van doing? How's your van build doing? Any other did I miss any other questions? Hey, John, welcome in. I know.
I guess
Oh,
I
there.
should be
Hey, Angie,
watching
thank you
for
for being
you.
here. I'm sorry.
I said I should be watching for you, but I don't want to interrupt. So.
Yeah, she's Thrifty Angela put a Instagram or something message up, and it said at the gas station the pump keeps asking her if she wants a receipt, and she says she wants no remembrance of paying that much money for gas.
I know.
No receipt. But it's funny. We you still have to go places. We all
Right.
fuss about the gas, and it is crazy. I remember when milk was like that, when milk went up. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
But you still got to pay it,
Yep.
but you can make tomorrow's video release talk about the problem. Oh no. 19 inches of floor space with the modification. That's awesome. And it's 19 inches one way. You got to remember, when you gain 19 inches one way, you gain probably 19 or 20 or so another way, because it's a square. So how she did it. Gas is ridiculous. Fairy dust saying hi to everybody. I don't know what an aviation plug is. An aviation plug is a pinned plug. It's got it's the kind that you plug it into the side of the Blue Eddy, and instead of like a round, the round metal ones. Matter of fact, I've got one here. Hang on just a second. I've got one. A lot of things that plug in have a port, something like that.
Right.
The Blue Eddy it's a round plug. It's about an inch in diameter, maybe 7/8, and it's got 2 pins in it. And those 2 pins go into a female receiver. So Blue Eddy, I have no idea how, but their website never has those. And I think it's probably maybe a manufacturing thing. It's not worth making them, because once you make them and ship them, you'd have to charge an outrageous price, and you can make them pretty easy. So I actually have made, I've made 4 now. So,
well, you'll have to make another one if and
show
when
and
I
tell.
get my Blue Eddy.
Yes. When you get your Blue Eddy, yes. Don't get
If
one
and
yet.
when.
I'm gonna
No, I
be
won't.
hoping to test. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to test out the EB55 next.
Yeah.
Not a plug leaking in a plane. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Hey homie. All right, what else is going on? I've got did you see my spice rack that I put in Lisa's van?
No. Did you put out a
It turned out
video today? Oh, I
I
did,
didn't.
but you didn't put one out today.
I
I
didn't
saw
put one
that.
out today. Mine will come
No.
out Friday.
Right.
Mine will come out Friday. Yeah.
I've seen all your videos, but I don't remember the spice rack offhand. I know I've seen
It
it.
was on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't see it because I've been too busy to go to Instagram.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Do you get to keep the Blue Eddies that you test? Yes. So they're sending me panels, 2 panels to test. And so I get to keep those, yes. And then depending on how good I do with the video and how it's received, then they'll send you another item or something. So So wish me luck that I do amazing on the video. Some of my videos do good, some of them don't. So a lot of
It's true for
times,
everybody, Johnny.
yeah,
Everybody does that. I
yeah,
have some really good videos that move. I don't understand why. And I think the ones I think will move and go really well don't do that good. I don't know what we do. I
yeah,
think it's all, I don't know. I never
yeah.
have
Thank you,
been able
Patty.
to figure it out.
Yeah. How do I get a blue Eddie to test out? I was shocked. I didn't It's not someone that I wrote to. They contacted me. I've got 4 videos, I think 4 on YouTube, and because they've been out for a while now, they've got a lot of views. Not anything like what D gets, but a lot of views. I mean, some of them, I think one of them has like 12,000 and some have
Yeah.
like 8 or 10, something like that. So they reached out to me. So can you put a good word in for me? Oh, you could use some solar panels. Yep. I tested out another little battery bank from Flashfish. It's just like 100 watt, and I really like it. It came with a 60 watt panel, and I thought that would be good for anybody that's got a small unit could use. But they've got a
Mm.
weird cord on it. It's a different type of plug. So I was going to give that away. So I've got to see when we meet up if it will work with their system. But yeah, that's how I found you, from your Blue Eddie. Awesome. Your videos are great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The thing about it is, what do I think about the EcoFlow? I haven't done any testing on the EcoFlow. I did a video talking about the Blue Eddie, and I had a whole bunch of people write in the video, you need an EcoFlow or EcoFlow, you need EcoFlow, you need EcoFlow. And I was like, you guys send me one, I'll test it out. I don't
Yeah.
care which system I use. Um, I don't have a Blue Eddy yet. I have a Jackery, probably the 240. Now, the funny thing is, I have a Jackery 240 as well. And when I'm using my Blue Eddy, like when I was in at Schoolie Palooza, and kind of weird the way the sun was and that, I felt I really used the Jackery during the day and charged it while I was using it just to kind of supplement the Blue Eddy. So that little Jackery, and in Missouri where it's colder, I feel like it's very possible that Jackery might perform better than Blue Eddy when it's cold. When it's cold. So,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Because it's getting to the point where like so many people are starting to search for Blue Eddy because it's becoming more popular. And since my videos have been out there for a little while, I get a lot of traffic from them on my videos. And I've watched them get more popular and more popular. And I think Dee and I were talking the other day, one of my videos are over a year old, and it's analytics go by 48 hours. Every
Right.
48 hours, that's my highest video.
Yeah.
My top 4 videos, 3 of them are Blue Eddy.
Yeah.
Hi Tawanda, thank you for being here. Hey Ford man.
Which is probably
Um,
why Blue Eddy reached out to you. They saw
uh,
that you got a lot of interest on your Blue Eddies.
yeah.
So I think that's probably why they reached out to you.
So I'll tell you who else. Somebody has an EcoFlow. Greg Harris has an EcoFlow.
Right. Fit for
Um,
expedition. Yes.
I had a problem.
Fit for expedition does have
Oh,
an flow.
perfect. Perfect.
Hmm.
My highest video tour, long trailer movie.
Oh yeah.
Yours is still the potty video. Yep. My potty video didn't do that good. Fighting off a
Well, I
headache.
can honestly say the fastest growing big video I ever did is the one with Bob Wells.
Yeah.
But I had my tour that I did on my box truck has over 60,000 views.
Wow.
But the Bob Wells has already got 40,000 views in less than 2 weeks old. 41,000. Yeah. But yeah, that's crazy.
So I do think the Jackeries and the Blue Eddy price wise are kind of comparable. However, Blue Eddy has the watts beat. They've got Jackery beat because as far as watt hours and Jackery doesn't have anything as big as the Blue Eddy. Blue Eddy has units that can run your house. And unfortunately, I didn't do a video on it, but Patty, she had an electrician come in and she has the 200 ACP. She had an electrician come in, and if her power goes out, she can plug her system into her. It's a system that the electrician, a licensed electrician connected. She can plug it into the AC 200 and run multiple things in her home while there's a power outage. Jackery doesn't have anything like that yet. But if you're going to build out a van or an RV, you're using it for supplemental power, it really doesn't matter whether it's Jackery or Blue Eddy or EcoFlow. They all have ups and downs. It's just a matter of how many watts you need, how big of a inverter that you want your system to have. That's a big part of it. You do not have to have
Patty
a special plug.
Or I guess
you don't have to have a
somebody
special
said
plug.
that Blue Eddy.
Go ahead.
Somebody said that Blue Eddy has a faster charging ability.
Oh.
Patty A said Blue Eddy has faster charging ability.
So she's correct. And here's why she's correct. Because the Blue Eddy has it set up where you can charge it from solar. You can charge it from solar and AC at the same time. I charge it while I'm driving. I charge it DC to DC and solar at the same time. So you can be charging up to 750 watts an hour on that. And so that's where they have them beat. Blue Eddy cannot charge. If you've got a cigarette lighter adapter, that kind of a DC, you can't charge that and solar at the same time because the solar XT90 connector, they both go to the same XT90 input on the Blue Eddy. So if you're driving and it's overcast or the sun's starting to set, you can unplug that solar connection, plug in your DC and charge it that way. But I have mine direct wired to my battery so I can charge it that way. 2 of the ACP or 1 of the ACP. It really depends on what you're looking for. It depends on how many amperage you want. The how come you're getting 2, first of all? How come you want 2 systems, Laura? Is it for a van or is it for your home? Thank you for being here. I have no Blue Eddy Jackery. I'm a full timer either. Good night. Bye, Judy. Yeah, the electrician wired it back up. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, furnace. Not all at once, right? Very cool. Absolutely, very cool. Can you also charge the Blue Eddy with 110? That's AC. Yes. Yep. Can use the B200 expandable battery. Yes, that is true too. I have a complete electric. Okay, so so how much solar are you going to have? How much? Because if you don't have enough solar to keep those charged,
it won't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, fairy dust, you have to order them. You can order them, and you should order them. If you click on my link and order it, that's even better for me. But yeah, I know you can get them off of Amazon. Um, you can get them from Blue Eddy. The quickest way to get one in the US is Amazon. My sister ordered hers, and I think it took 4 days to get it. It comes from California. Mark, you are misbehaving. That is funny. Don't know how much power I should get. It really depends. When you talk about power, how much power I should get, most things, and D will agree with me here, is you need enough power to run what components you're going to have. The things that suck up the most power are things that produce heat or AC.
Yeah,
So if you are going to use
that's
like a
right.
gas one to cook, which I love my gas one, camp one, it's a camp one. If you're going to use one of those little camp ones to cook, I do have an electric water heater, but I can't use my electric water heater at nighttime or it'll drain my battery. And I've got it on a switch. So I turn it on when I want my hot water. 9 minutes later, I turn it off. So,
Right.
depending on how many
And
things you've got in your van that are going to produce heat or AC, depends on how many watts you have. If you've got a toilet, a
even
12
a
volt fridge,
microwave,
microwaves,
yeah,
they've got a
even a
700 watt
microwave,
now.
they have I have a 700-watt
Yeah,
microwave. I can run it, but you're not gonna cook a 2-hour meal in a microwave. If you are just gonna draw a lot of power, I have 1,000 watts of solar on the top of my truck. I have good battery storage, but I can't run things forever. And I could run my air conditioner for an hour or two, but then if they don't have enough sun late in the day, it will charge it up for getting through the night. So yes, you can use the solar power, whatever power you have, Blue Eddy, whatever, will charge things up. But if you're using a lot of power, it's going to take away from that.
right, right. But, Laura, I do agree with, I love having a backup system. I love, because no matter what you have, it can fail. So,
Yeah.
I don't disagree with, but I would probably do the AC 200 and then maybe the P. Can you run you if you run an Instapot off of any kind of solar generator power bank like this, you will drain it. You'll drain it.
Yeah.
It's just not, it's high wattage and you got to run it for a while because I think it
Right.
runs a while just to build up pressure. So
Right.
it really takes a lot. I would not unless you're on shore power. Um, I have solar. It's mostly always 100%. Yep. Am I overcharging it? No, because as soon as it has enough, it's got like an internal shut off. It's not going to charge. Matter of fact, if you notice it at 99 and your panels are in the sun and it's not charging, it's because it's sensing that it doesn't need that power. So no, you won't overcharge it. Like a lot of people have their solar on their roof. It's connected to their system and it's just on all the time, and that's why. I know I missed a
Well,
question.
another thing is with the Blue Eddy or Jackery, they have an automatic shut off. In a rig that doesn't have where you don't like, I don't have Blue Eddy or Jackery, but
Yeah.
my control chargers cut off the power before it overcharges the battery.
Yes.
So you
The
either have control chargers or you have like a built-in system in your power source.
Sorry, Deborah. So yes, Laney, they've got the Blue Eddy AC 300 has a 30 amp setup. It's got the 30 amp plug and it's got, all the other good ones, all the other goodies too. If I buy a 110 fridge and have two batteries with 3,000 watt inverter, eh, Are you're doing like the whole solar, the batteries, the solar controller, the inverter, the whole electrical system, or um, because if you have a backup inverter, you're talking about a solar bank, um, you would need a way to get the power to that. And that's why, like on my system, I've got a cutoff on my DC and honestly my AC, so I can switch it from Blue Eddy to shore power to Jackery for backup. But if you've got a regular system where you've got batteries, an inverter, and a solar controller, you would have to have some kind of a isolator to take everything to the Blue Eddy or the Jackery or whatever you have. And that is something that, I mean, with the Blue Eddy system, I don't know how you would do it. But when you wire your DC, you can make that connection so that you can use that shore power or a battery system like this. You just can't do it with your AC components. Not that I know how to do. An electrician could probably do that to you. AC/DC, 300 watts solar too. Yep. Honestly, when you've got the 3000 with the system that you've got, the two batteries, a 3000 watt inverter, 300 panels, the 300 in solar might be a little bit on the lighter side depending on what you're using. But with everything set up right, if you've got, I don't know what kind of batteries you're getting, but that may be a good enough system that you don't have any issues. A Blue Eddy for each side of the van. There you go. That'll work. What kind of system does D have? Do you want to answer that one? Or you want me to?
All I have is solar. I have almost 1,000 watts of solar panels, and I have about 500 amps of battery storage, but you can only use half of it because I don't have lithium batteries. I have marine deep cycle AGM batteries, so they're lead acid, and so you can only use half of your battery storage when you're running a system like I have. That's where it's good to have a lithium like Blue Eddy, because you can use 80%, even almost 100% of your battery without ruining anything.
Yeah. The thing about it is like, the more batteries are good for so many charges. So whether you're at 50, and this is what an RV salesman told me, because I was told you never run those down below 50%. And I was like, well, how do you know if you're below 50%? Well, you're watching how many watts you're pulling in or volts you're pulling in. And once that drops below, I think 10.5, your batteries are you need to pause your power.
Yeah.
But he said it technically doesn't ruin them if it were to drop a little bit lower. But that's what I like about solar generators, these solar power banks, is it tells you exactly what percentage you have left. So if you're running low on power and it's cold outside, it's the middle of the night, and you want to turn your refrigerator down or whatever, there's ways around it. But like when I was in the van, I as long as my thing was at 12 volts, I figured I've still got power. But
that's the only thing I ever look at is how many volts I have. But at the same time, it's probably not the best way. It's better to know how much of a charge your batteries still have. I don't know how to find that out on my batteries. There's probably a way in the controllers, but I never have figured that out. Yeah.
The gas for I still have a VHS player. That's funny. I've got an induction cooktop in my van, but when I was out for weeks at a time, like Arizona, when I was in West Virginia on contract, I had to really limit how much I used the electric one in the evening because because you're banking that at 8 a.m. the sun's going to start to come up and you're going to start charging. And it doesn't,
Right.
it doesn't always happen like that.
Mm.
Mark's got 800 watts of solar, 4 Battleborn lithium batteries, and a 3000 Victron charger inverter. That's an awesome system. Is what DC to DC charger, plenty of power. Absolutely. Plus you're constantly driving around for other people, so it's always charging. Are these systems idiot proof? Because I'm still struggling to understand. Ask wound care time for hubby. I'm not sure I 100% understand the question, but that's why these systems, the Blue Eddy, the EcoFlow, the Jackery, that's why these systems are becoming so popular. Because, Dee, are you frozen? I think she's frozen. It's why these systems are becoming so popular because the simplicity of them is crazy. You literally put it in your van, and I've got a video. I'm doing Lisa's wiring. I did it the other day. I'm going to drop she just dropped down. I'm going to do a video when Lisa gets here on her Blue Eddy setup. I'm going to walk her through it and I'm going to record it. You put the battery in your van, and wherever you want an outlet, you wire the outlet and bring it straight back to the Blue Eddy. There's 6 ports in it. You can either use all 6 of them or do like I do and run all your outlets to a surge protector. And then you have 2 backups in case, something happens, which it shouldn't. And then the 12-volt system is super easy to wire. It's just wire it to a plug and plug it in. You've got DC, you've got the aviator. So, and my little 240, my Jackery 240 will run my DC components because it doesn't pull that many amperage. Wound care hands are full. Awesome. Here she comes back. Les and Bernadette, they saw some of my videos. They wired their Blue Eddy up, and they love it. As far as I know, they still love theirs. Can I use a cert? Absolutely. I've done it for so January was 2 years. I've had the same. Right off the bat, I did blow one. I turned a little heater on with an induction cooktop at the same time. It blew my surge protector, which thank God my surge protector was there because it protected my Blue Eddy. And Jason from Imagine Your Odyssey had another one. And that's when I learned, about overdoing my system. But no problem at all. No problem at all. I use a surge protector before plugging everything in because it's a second backup. For 2 to 3 nights camping in a minivan that's not converted to a power base with a 1200 watt charge up my phone or light only. I'll tell you what, that's a 1200 watt is a lot of power if all you're going to be using is a mini fan, a phone charger, and a light. Honestly, you might even get away with the 500 because that's believe it or not, you have to think about it. A light, a 12-volt light that you've got plugged in might pull about 4 watts, and you've got 1200. And then you've got a fan, depending on how big it is. Computers, let's just talk about a computer. Computer plus 50. So if you're going to use your computer as well, maybe get the 1000 or 1200. I didn't even know that. I haven't looked at the big Jackeries yet. They need to send me one to test out. But definitely,
my laptop is
yeah, it will definitely handle a weekend trip. Definitely. What? is the 1,000-watt power station. The 1,000-watt Blue Eddy, I haven't picked it up. The Jackery 1000, there's a Jackery 1000, and I would say it's about 10 pounds. Now, I do have to say, the Blue Eddy, the AC200, the AC200P, the AC300, they are 60 pounds. Matter of fact, Blue Eddy also sells you, if you want to purchase it, a little cart that you can move your Blue Eddy around. Patty actually purchased it because that thing is heavy. I'm not going to lie to you. You have to be able to pick that up and get that into your van. But what, like mine, you know, the only time I took mine out is mine's in my house right now because of the cold temperatures. And my van is in storage. And we had a bunch of weird tornado warnings. I know you probably saw my Instagram post. I had my Blue Eddy in here, Lisa's Blue Eddy in here, my Jackery in here. I was ready. So we have an 800 watt and run 2 USB fans. Oh, I know they had a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
45
one
days.
thing I would say, Johnny, is people need to look at their appliances. Each one has usually a wattage rating. If it doesn't say that on their appliances, they need to check with the manufacturer to find out how many watts it draws.
Uh-huh.
You can't really say how much wattage somebody's going to use. They say they're going to run the fan, the lights, blah, blah, blah. You need to add all the wattage powers up together for the period of time you're going to use it. Then you'll
Right.
know how much power you need to pull in. So it's not just a matter of will a 1,000-watt generator or inverter, whatever, will pull this much. I mean, what I'm saying is you have to know how much you're going to use over a period of time, depending on how much power you have in your power source. You're charging off and on in the daytime, but you're still using power during that time. So how much is you're going to get? And different times of the day, you're actually pulling in different wattage. Maybe a solar panel says it's 200 watt, but you're not going to pull in 200 watts for 5 or 6 hours straight. You'll pull in 180 or 160
Oh,
hours.
absolutely. Even your
So,
refrigerator cycles on and off. Everything,
yeah,
right. Everything cycles on and off. And that's
right.
the thing, because exactly like you said, honestly, even at night when you're in your rig, you know, at best you've got your lights on for, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 hours, you know.
Yeah, even the inverter draws a little bit of power
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
not running a generator or something.
Now
Even the
someone
inverter.
said something about the Ninja, and
Mm,
I
I don't know.
I don't know a whole lot about the Ninja, but Lisa's got one over there, and that thing is humongous. And me and Lisa talked about it, and um, that's right. Like I just can't even imagine that any solar generator, any solar power bank would be able to handle a Ninja for you know, obviously
Very long.
wattage it would, but you're gonna
Yeah,
suck your battery down. It's gonna
right.
drain it so fast. You keep it in your rig for when you're on shore power, but it will. I mean, I'll have to go over there. I can go over there and look at the watts if you want me to, but it's a lot. Lucy lights are
Yeah.
always good.
Anything, anything over 1,000 watts can draw a lot of power
Yeah,
if you're running it very, very long. So you're not going to be able to keep your generators or batteries charged up if you're drawing a lot of power on those bigger appliances.
right.
So
Because
that's the bottom line.
if you want to figure out what you are going to use, look at your light, look at your computer, imagine that you're going to run each one of those items for 6 hours a day, add all those up, and then add like 200 watts to it, and you'll be good. I mean,
Yeah.
because you're never going to have everything on for 6 hours a day. Anybody
No.
want to buy my Ninja?
Only the fridge. Only thing that runs all day is the fridge if you're not
Yeah,
on propane. So fridges do draw power. And it depends on whether you have a freezer or not. If there's a freezer, it draws more power. And so, believe me, even a small mini fridge will draw quite a bit of power if it has a little freezer.
Yeah, just remember.
So
Yeah, just remember, like these guys. It says planning on RV propane refrigerator, so I use less electricity. Make sure
yeah,
you get one that can be propane or electric, because I feel
right,
like there could be a time when you might not be able to find propane. Um, and then you would definitely need a little bit of electrical backup to do
yeah,
that. Hair dryers draw a lot of power. I'll tell you what, that's I used a hair dryer with my Blue Eddy every single day I was on my travel nurse assignment, because I got to blow dry my hair. Obviously, my hair is thick, but it's not long, so it didn't take probably 3 minutes. But someone made a comment. You can't, as soon as you said blow dryer, I clicked off your video. Well, that's fine, but like there's women out there that they want to blow dry their hair. My hair won't
yeah.
do anything if I let it air dry. It'll be just like a stringy mess. Um, so you have to figure out what's important to you, what you want to use, and build your power bank from there. How much power do you think a VHS pulls? I bet you it pulls 100 watts an hour, because it's plugging in. I bet you it does. 50 to 100.
Probably.
But it's probably only an hour and a
Especially
half later.
VHS is not like CD player.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
old fashioned, or everything old is gonna draw more power.
Yeah. And Sean, most refrigerators that are RV refrigerators, propane, they are normally propane and electric. You are not going to have a hard time finding one that does that. Oh, my
Even
ninja
a
says 700 watts. It's
television,
not. Comes with 2 cups.
even a television takes a lot of power. If you have
Yeah.
a Wi-Fi booster or anything connected to
Yes.
it on top of the television, maybe not the TV is not that much watted, but anything that's hooked up to the TV draws more power. So you have to think about that too.
That's right. All right. You know what? This time flew by. It's already 9:57.
Wow.
One of my moderators, bless her heart, wants to know if I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Let's give something away. What fridge do you have? I have the Isotherm Cruise 165. It is AC/DC, and I have it hooked up to AC, because the good thing about Blue Eddy is you don't lose a lot converting that from AC or DC. So I didn't convert mine. I kept mine AC, and I just have it plugged in, and it works fine. And it works out pretty good, because when I'm on shore power, it can just plug in as well, and it doesn't have to go through my Blue Eddy system. So I like it that way. Well, I haven't won in a long time. You're ridiculous. All right, guys. I don't know if D's not frozen. Let's put the word rock star in the chat if you want to win if you want to win a prize. Put rock star, and I'm actually going to give away a piece of my Midwest Van Builders merch. And I think I might just surprise you. So when you email me, I'll tell you. We'll discuss what you want. So rock star. Somebody put rocks. Make sure that you fix that. Make that rock star. I'm going to share this. Kelly would be so proud of me doing this all by my little lonesome self. I had to learn it. Oh, here. Start collecting.
Yep, you're right.
So put Rockstar in if you want. We've got 30 entries right now. I can't believe we're out of time. One word or two. Just put it all one word. All one word,
Good
rock
luck,
star.
everybody. Yes.
You've grown up. I got my big girl pants on. How's that puppy doing? How's that puppy doing? While the people are, I wonder if I can even play a banner while I'm doing this. I'm such a rookie. I want to give a big shout out. I'm going to play my member Patreon real quick while you guys put Rockstar. All right. Thank you to all my Patreon members and my channel members. I appreciate you guys. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's roll. We've got 35 people. Let's do it. Let's do it. Someone say puppy. I know, right? Patty A. Awesome. Congratulations.
All right.
Awesome. Awesome. She's
Very
also
cool.
a Patreon and channel member. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hi, Johnny and D. Hugs, ladies. Great show watching on my Roku. Cool. Had to come join and say hi. Thank you. Congratulations, Patty. Yay. Oh my gosh. All right, Patty. So this is what you're going to have to do. Email me at, I need to put that in there, at that email address. And I'll need your address, and I'll send, when you email me, I'll send you a quick reply, and we'll get you something sent out. I love it when I see people out there. I'll tell you, this guy right here, he wears my merch out there on the hiking trails all the time. I love it. I
Yes.
love seeing it out
Yes.
there. Oh, Dee, thank you for being up here with me. Kelly was so tired. She's on night shift, her sleep pattern's messed up. She woke up at 2:00 in the morning. She couldn't fall back asleep. Obviously, I talk real loud. I'm probably keeping her awake, but yeah, maybe next time settle down.
Well, thank you for having me again. Johnny, let me repeat to the chat. If you want to watch the documentary, email me. Tell me your name, your channel name, what you go by in the chat, so I know who you are when I get the email. I will send you the link, also the password, to watch the documentary. It is in UK right now. It's not being aired in the US yet. So, anyhow, I'll be happy to send you the link.
Awesome. Awesome. And if you have any questions that I did not answer tonight, or maybe there was something that you were confused about it, please send me an email. And I answer every one of my emails. I'll be happy to get back with you. Tim, if you can't find the link to that aviator plug, let me know. And we will, I don't think I did do a video on it yet. But they're super easy to make. So thanks, Johnny D. Thank you, everybody. Oh, what's your email? It is, let me, B.
One of the
probably spell it
moderators
wrong.
should put it.
Oh, there she is. Gracie, you rock. There is Dee's email right there. Perfect. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all your support. See you guys next Tuesday. And don't forget, D is live tomorrow, 8 Mountain, D?
Yes.
Or is it
Yes.
8 Eastern? 8 Mountain?
8 Mountain time.
Awesome.
Yes. It's 2 hours behind Eastern.
Yep.
1 hour behind Central. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Bye-bye.